Hello, pile number one, and welcome to your karma reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're going to be tapping into the karma of the person that's on your mind. Now, this could be positive karma, negative karma. It just depends on what's going on in the energy, yeah? So we'll take a look. Guides, guardians, and universe energies in service of the highest and greatest good. Tapping into pile number one. Can we please take a look at the energy for them at this time? So you guys are putting your foot down. With the number 8 being here and also 42. Let's reduce this down to 6. You guys are putting your foot down in order to support more harmony and more balance into being, into your life, into your experience. Right, so I would say recently you guys have been much more sensitive to the wrongdoings or the stubbornness or the displays of negativity. Really, that's what it is, because that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's like you guys are identifying what means what and why it's coming through certain people the ways that it is, why it's been presented to you in ways that it has already, is what I just heard. The person that's on your mind, or the people, are very, very projective. They're very masculine in their ways, and I don't like it. These people ignorant. They talk a lot about human nature in ways that they don't understand because they don't understand themselves. They're in neglect of themselves, is what I just heard. And I think you guys have come to an understanding of this and seeing this quite clearly. So it's almost like you guys have taken a step away to put your foot down and create independent change, because you're recognizing how this negativity is stalling positive progress in your life. Within yourself, but with also in a movement or within a group of people, like a community, a group of friends, or like a family. I'm not quite sure. It's just a group of people, yeah? And it's almost like you're noticing a part of you that has already passed away. Quite literally. Maybe back in the day you found yourself resonating with these group of people, vibing with these group of people, understanding them, aligning with them, you know. But it's almost like recently you've come to see what actually separates you from these people, and you're like, this doesn't work. It doesn't work with me, it doesn't work with you. If anything, it's just holding us all stuck in the same energy, because that's what it is. I don't know the word, icky. I mean, yeah, there's toxicity here with the person that's on your mind, and they're staying in it. Whereas you were working on gradually working yourself out of it, this person's staying in it, and they want to, quite literally. So what is it that happened in this connection between you guys? Sorry, file number one, just grabbing my deck. What is the dynamic between the two? So we have the Angel of Love in reverse. We also have first chakra in reverse. So the dynamic right now is that you're both withholding compassion from each other, nurture, kindness. You guys are probably closed off from one another and ignoring your truest emotions. I think there's a lot of repressed care here. This person wasn't very good at displaying their love or their affection towards you. And I think you were someone who kept overgiving yourself and your emotional energy to this person, that it just drained you. So you had to step out because this person wasn't giving back to you equal reciprocity. Like, this person was affecting your security, your stability, your sense of belonging, your sense of confidence, your sense of conviction. This person, if you're a man watching, this person demasculated you. If you're a female watching, this person probably emasculated you. Like, if you are someone, right, it doesn't matter the gender, but just identifying with the energy. If you were someone who was more feminine, this person was wanting to take you out of your femininity and put you into your masculinity. If you're someone who is more masculine, dominant within your energy, they took you out of your masculinity, put you in your femininity. And in a way, it was positive because it got you to get to know more parts of yourself. In a way, it wasn't positive. It was actually quite defeating for you because they took you out of your most comfortable nature or your healing of self and put you into a position that made you feel even more undone, was what I just heard. I heard undone. It's like all the things that you have worked on progressing towards, it's almost like you got pinged back. Because what I saw was a rubber band, and you know how you let go of one side and it just pings back? That's what I saw. So you guys are recognizing through this connection, this person has shown you what actually does need healing within. And this is a positive thing, but it's also a negative catalyst. So I don't know, you guys are teeter-tottering between seeing the positives in this connection and also seeing the not so positive. So yeah, I'd say once again, you guys are probably, there's a distance between you two. You guys have either separated in totality, you've cut communication, you've cut connection, or there is like a wedge between you two. All right, so what is it with this? What did this person do that was wrong by my viewer? I just heard dinner. For some of you guys got stood up too many times or something. Like this person wouldn't show up in the ways that they should have and that they knew they should have. We have deceit. Yeah. This is going along with the theme. So looking further into the idea that this person stood you up too many times, this person was lying. They probably made a lot of promises that didn't come to be. This person probably told you a lot of things that weren't real. They were just perceptions, or they were personas that they wished to display to then be held in the mind of other people who witnessed you. Does that make sense? This person probably also used you in some ways, like for money and stuff, and they would always they used you for the things that they pretty much thanked you for, like all the things that they were always attracted to you about and thanked you for, they were trying to take from you and embody from you. So for some of you, this person took your public persona and ran with it, wore it, so people outside of them saw you but in them, and I don't like it. This person could have also taken away opportunities from you, put you in debt, held you stagnant in a place that you really didn't want to be. It's just like everything that you would work on that would become stable wouldn't stay stable for long. It would be sabotaged and brought back to a stance of lack in this person's energy. So I think, to be quite honest, pile number one, I think it is a good thing that you put your foot down. And if you haven't yet, I see you getting an urge to do so, if not now, over the next week to 2 weeks in particular, yeah, because you are really needing balance and harmony to be restored to you. And if you can't have that in this connection, I see you wanting to walk away from the connection in totality because it's not doing anything. You have already been birthed into a new version of yourself. Like the past version of yourself that you used to use to connect to this person is no longer alive. It's no longer a part of you. It's something that you've separated yourself from, and it's moved to pass away. It's not a part of you that you see as or identify with as authentic. And this person keeps trying to bring it back out of you, like quite literally. They keep trying to bring it out of you. By temptations of material outside of you. This person, I see them as somewhat of a salesman in a way, pile number one, because they're very good at selling ideas to people outside of them that brings them material success, gain, notoriety, something like that. But it does nothing good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you, if this was your person, like your partner, this person used you as like a trophy wife, trophy husband. But that's as deep as it's gonna get. So what is the karma for the person that's on the mind of pile number one for the wrongdoings that they have committed against those who are viewing pile number one? We have the flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. We also have the chamber of the dark goddess. They're going to start to use their creative abilities in really negative ways, and it's going to create the need for healing and more people than just yourself or the person that's on your mind. Like if this person is a mentor, this person has had to recorrect a lot of things already. And if they haven't done it already, they're going to find themselves being dropped in it in the next month to come. After the next full moon is what I just heard, you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll hear about it within the people, the social circles. You're going to hear the whispers coming back to you. Perhaps you guys were once seen as equal. Yeah, you guys were equal in your stances, in your paradigms, within your goals, within your objectivity. It's like you were both wanting to go the same way, but now you are both identified separate versions of yourself that does not want to go that way. So it's like you've seen negativity come before it's happened, and you've warned this person, and it's kind of unfolding now. Because they didn't want to listen, and they're awakening to what it was that you said with the Eye of Horus. This is just all complementing each other from what I'm picking up on the energy. We have sacrificed to Osiris, yes. So what they're going to have to do is bring an end to the version of themselves that is not true. There is a particular word I've been looking for this whole reading, and I can't find it. It's not hypocrisy, but it's more like, because this person isn't aware of their hypocrisy. Like, that's the thing. They display themselves as a hypocrite, but they don't know that they're a hypocrite because they're too unself-aware, and they're too aware of the world outside of them. So it's almost like they're seeking to become what they claim to be rather than being what they are, to then bring that to the world around them. Whereas you've already adopted this energy. So what is it that you need to know about this connection? Follow your dreams. Keep going down the path it is that you know is best suitable for you, because this connection has only been holding you back. If there comes a time that you guys can come back together to work on what was the priority to begin with, you will know when, because this person will change and they will start to walk down a similar path to what you've already been down to come to complete over this month period that you're in now. Does that make sense? So yeah, this person, I don't like to build hierarchies, especially false hierarchies, but in a way, pile number one, you're ahead of this person. You're above this person. Within your knowledge, within your stance, within your progress, within your ambitions, within your application of self, within your dedication. So what is it that pile number one needs to know moving forward, please, about themselves? If they stay on the path that they are, you're going to advance yourself spiritually, become more self-aware, and become more self-enlightened. You're going to start to feel more compassion for yourself, and you're going to start to see compassion return into your life. Does that make sense? How is this connection influencing pile number one? We have creativity and spiritual partnership. This connection has influenced you in a way of recognizing what it is that you do wish to seek out in connections moving forward. This has probably made you yearn for someone who is much more resonant with you, someone who is much more reflective of the authenticity that you are, and someone who can be more like a power couple with you, someone that you can utilize the strengths of in unison with your own strengths to then give birth to something completely new. And I also see don't give up on a soul connection, pile number one. Like, I think that's what this is. Perhaps you guys have been looking for like a specific sort of connection. And it's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and dating and exploring and seeing what is actually out there. And every time you have come into connections with someone that you think is your soulmate or that you think is your twin flame, you find out that they're not. And it's almost like it's dampened your hope for a specific type of love. Now, it's very easy for me to sit here and say, don't feel that way, pile number one, but quite literally there will be no use in that. So what I'll say instead is that I would release the apparent desire to have so, and instead be present within your moment, and don't deem people what they are not before they prove themselves to be so. Does that make sense? So, for example, if you have really intense chemistry with someone that you first met within a month and you're like, you're my twin flame, you're my soulmate, you're my forever person, please try to remove that attachment, because that's what it is. It's an attachment to an idea of something, and it's blocking you off from the love that is in your moment. Does that make sense? So the person that's on your mind hasn't really purposely set out to do things against you. It's more their maturity level. They still have a bit of leveling to do within their self-awareness of their maturity, but they're not inherently evil people. They're just immature, and they're still going through life lessons that will help them to mature themselves, you know. So what is influence? How is it influencing you? How's this connection influencing you? We have victory. It's pushing you towards success. Whatever has happened, it's moved you away from hostility, but it has moved you into learning what it means to be assertive, learning what it means to set boundaries, learning to differentiate what energy is yours, what identity is yours, and what belongs to others that others have projected onto you. This has helped you to learn what it means to move forward and to build towards the future you are hoping for. It's taught you warning signs, red flags, but it's also taught you the starting points and green flags, really, the go. And it's helped you to learn what it means to manifest what is necessary to heal, I think. Yeah, heal a broken, is what I heard, broken heart. And man holding a coin. You've learned how to become stable within your emotional being. Your emotional intelligence as well has become much more stable through this connection, and it's helped you to bring more compassion, more patience, more kindness, more love, more appreciation, more acceptance of yourself back to yourself, and it's helped you to restore some of your empowerment. If you're not feeling the restorement of empowerment within you yet, you will over the next two weeks. I heard for some of you 2 days. You guys are already coming out of it. You'll be able to identify with what spectrum you fall on there, like where it is that you fall on the spectrum. But yeah, you guys are coming to an ultimate healing of certain connections that you keep repeating, and it won't happen again. That is the karma. Storm warning. Yeah. So truths are going to come forward, or at least from this reading, I hope you feel more empowered to speak the truth of who it is that you are and the truths it is that you have experienced through these changes. You guys have gained a lot of wisdom, and you've learned a lot more about what it means to express yourselves authentically. And this is what you're being encouraged to do moving forward. Expect a lot of changes coming up that were unexpected, but know that you are the peace within the chaos, because you are the one who's self-aware. You are the one with the power. You are the one with the choice. You are the one with the vision to speak clearly and honestly about what it is that you see going on around you. And that's what's going to also invoke a lot of change for the people around you. It's important you speak what you say, speak what you see, and mean what you say when you speak. Pile number one. Your voice is going to be amplified, so you're going to see a lot more things that you say when you feel the intensity, when you feel the truth of it, and you speak it. You're going to start to see it manifesting outside of you very, very rapidly. So don't hesitate to take action towards what you know is going to be a positive service for you, and you will find yourself manifesting the best possible outcomes in the next following month. You're going to see things a lot more clearly as well. You're going to feel much more attuned to your intuition and also your spirit, guys. You guys are going through like an awakening. You're changing or shifting dimensions right now. So that's why this reading has been a little bit funny. It's not so much focused on the karma of the person that's on your mind. It's more so focused on the closure of the karma, and understanding why the karma is necessary, why the relationship was necessary, and why the ending or the distance is necessary right now. So those are the messages that I have for you today, pile number one. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service to you. I'm sorry if it was a little bit all over the place. I haven't read for a while, so it's fresh coming back into it all, yeah. But thank you so much for stopping by. With all that being said, until next time, bye. Pile number two, hello and welcome to your reading. If you guys chose this pile, this reading is going to be for you. I'm just aligning to your guys' energy. So I heard child. Okay, what's this about? Okay, I don't know who this belongs to, so take it as it resonates. It might resonate with you in particular, or it might resonate with this person. If it doesn't feel like it's you, and you don't identify with it being you, it's definitely the other person that's on your mind. Now, someone needs to connect to their inner youth, their inner innocence, their inner discovery, or their inner student. In other words, inner child. This situation is calling for something that is unconventional, is what I just heard. What is it? What is it? Health. Unconventional within the health. Why? Love, partnership, yeah. And what else? Karmic completion. Ah, okay. All right. This person is feeling, like, what is happening? What is going on? Someone feels stuck by something, and it's because something has gotten too serious, too mundane, too precise, refined, too nitty gritty for someone to be able to follow. There needs to be more air qualities and more water qualities, which means more emotional understanding. Now, there's an adaptability that's being called for here, because I heard mutability. What is that? Mutable, be mutable, which is like adaptable. Be flexible with how you approach healing something in a connection that you guys are sharing, because yes, there is a karmic lesson that is present within the connection, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is karmic itself. You guys are both going through a learning lesson where you're learning more about yourselves as individuals, so that you can become better with yourselves as individuals, to then add that individual singleness into an addition, which will make it healthy. So, sorry, I'm explaining it this way. The person that's on your mind is very intellectual. They're not well-rounded within their emotional intelligence. Well, number two, like, this person would rather deal with everything in a way through thinking, not feeling. And this is new to this person. This person is starting to feel, and you're starting to think. You're swapping fields right now. You're swapping positions right now. This isn't because of yourselves. This is so that you can gain understandings of each other. Quite literally. This person on your mind is embodying your energy to understand you more, and you're embodying their energy to understand why they did what they did towards you. This person is not malicious, pile number two, and neither are you. I just see here that there is love that is unhealthy, because the quality of love that is being given is unknown to the individual that is giving it. Okay. So what is your position? Your current position is going through a series of self-discipline. So you're going through life lessons about yourself once again, with number 41 being here, reducing down to 5. Sorry, there's a card connected to the back of this one. See, that just shows how long it's been since I've done readings. But we have self-love and self-discipline. They go along together. You're learning to love yourself more through the changes and challenges that you guys have been through. And you're bringing yourself forgiveness for what has been influenced in this connection, I want to say. You're also learning what it means to forgive this person that has been on your mind. Yeah. So the person that's on your mind is very much focused on their career. It's something that's very, very meaningful to them. And it's something that they've spoken about doing and being involved with for a little bit of time now. This person is working on creating a safer environment for you, for them, for the people that they love, for the people that they interact with, share information with, teach, communicate with. There's something going on in their space or in the world around that they don't see as being supportive of what is being raised into being. So instead, they're staying quiet about it and facing it by themselves. This person is working in your highest good without you knowing, poem number 2. Quite literally. This person is working behind the scenes with perseverance, coming back out here. This person is working behind the scenes to build what they said that they would into being. And that's why they haven't been around very much. I think there's been a threat to the bond in some way, because they haven't been as present and someone is a little bit agitated about this. This person doesn't want to be this way. They have to be this way to preserve their energy, because so many different people are quite dependent on this person that's on your mind, pile number one, and pile number two. And if it's not dependent on the person, it's dependent on you. And you'll know because of the person who answers the most responsibilities or who have been most cold recently. So we have synchronicity, yeah. You guys are already very well aware of the truth. Quite literally, this is what this is saying. You guys are very well aware of the truth. There's been repeating signs, repeating patterns, but there is some form of like doubt. Yeah, because there's been a change in the relationship dynamic recently. The doubt is not necessary, pile number two. The doubt is not necessary. If the doubt is in your mind, please release it, because it's only dampening the energy, and it's slowing this person down in energy as well, and working in service of you in the astral. This person's trying to make dreams come true for the both of you, just saying. So what does pile number two need to know about the person that's on their mind? We have lead the way. Yeah, this person has gone away to work on creating the best possible outcome. Once again, I'm just repeating myself. This person is also trying to help you, to show you how to build a better life for yourself by them stepping into empowerment and leading in that energy. They're hoping that the people that are supposed to align with them in the future will also do the same. Step into their empowerment and build a better life for themselves. But this person, I just heard as well, when they've tried to speak to you about this, you've I'm not saying this to dampen the emotions of you or to blame yourself or see you in a different way, but the reason why this person keeps distance is because this person feels like every time they've offered solutions, you've seen obstacles. So what they've done is walked away for you to focus on the obstacles that prolong you from being able to step into the empowerment. Because this person has probably shared with you a lot of teachings, modalities, understandings, a lot of insights into the reality of things that you might not have wanted to see in the past. And I'm sorry if this triggers you, pile number two, but it's the truth. And this person feels like every time you've met them with combative energy. So instead of them cutting you off, cutting the relationship off, or being an unhealthy cause for you, they've given you the space that you need to recognize what you need to do to get yourself out of those spaces, since the help that they could have given you that you asked for wasn't good enough for you at that time. And that's what they feel. They feel like everything that they could have done for you wasn't good enough. You kept either shutting it off, closing it off, or telling them that's not going to work because there was always a different reason why. Quite literally the energy is saying excuse, but I don't want to put it that way. And if it's not you, that's them. You offered them a whole bunch of solutions and stuff like that, but they had excuses as to why those things and those solutions wouldn't work, when really if they applied themselves, exercised themselves in it, they would have found the solutions were solutions, not distractions, and it was leading them away from the things that they were complaining about. So once again, put yourself where that fits, because I'm not sure the energy is quite intermingled, because once again this person works behind the scenes in the astral with your energy to help you to align better possibilities into being. And if it's not them, it's you doing that for them. Yes. All right, so let's see, how has this connection influenced you? How has this connection with the person that's on pile number two's mind influenced them? So it's influenced you to know what it is that you want for yourself, to know where it is that you want to go, to know the right direction towards the best possible outcome for yourself that you were hoping for. Or this person has helped you to recognize that where they were going was not where you wanted to be. And instead, it has helped you to build better plans for yourself moving into the future. Now, for others of you who don't resonate with that, this is to do with you recognizing, by being taught by the person that's on your mind, what you do that holds you back from getting where it is that you want to go. And this person would have communicated it to you, either through written communication or through the display of outcome. So for example, if you are wanting to be a tarot reader, this person has communicated with you how to be a tarot reader through display. Does that make sense? Rather than teaching you step by step, card by card, effort by effort, you know, and they might have tried to do that for you in the past, but it wasn't working for you. You had to discover it in your own way. So that's pretty much how this connection has influenced you. It's taught you how you want to do things your way. Because you guys might share common interest, and this is saying like you're both displaying it in different ways, which is the clash. So find the lesson here. The way that this has influenced you is it's taught you to learn how to trust yourself and trust who you're learning yourself to be. This has also taught you to separate yourself from others and work on your ideal vision of a common goal. How has this connection influenced the person that's on the mind of my pile number 1, 2? It's influenced this person to trust in themselves and to know what's best for them as an individual, to focus on themselves moving forward and to focus on their own resilience, experience, growing stronger and gaining more wisdom, learning from their life experiences and developing fresh perspectives so that they can come into their life as someone who is in alignment with who it is that they say they are, with the rare and free coming out here. Yeah, this is about authenticity, stepping into your individuality. Pretty much the same thing. All right, so what is the karma? That is, what's gone wrong here from the side of my viewer? Nothing. From the side of the other person on their mind, you can't go back to yesterday. In all honesty, nothing wrong has gone down here. Pile number 2, and that might surprise you just a little bit. If anything, this is more so you guys are just growing. You're going through different sorts of life experiences that are calling you in different directions. And what you did was you went through a descent. You went through a descent. This person went through an ascension. It's time to talk sense. And to be present, you can't go back to yesterday. You went back to the past. They didn't. So you would have gone back through all of your heavy emotions, all of your shadow selves, shadow self expressions, your repressed versions of self, and you would have become acquainted once again with these energies. This person instead moved forward. They probably told you what was up before they left. And it's not like they've left you. It's more like they've had to go away to focus on correcting something that was going really, really wrong in their life. And I can't expand more on that because I'm sure it will be personal for each and every one. But the karma that is available for the person that's on your mind here. We have growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. So it's this person who needs to spend time with their youth, with their inner child. So yes, this person has become too serious, too demanding, too one way, too old. And their ways of doing things, that they need to revisit their sense of discovery, their sense of inner child, their sense of creativity, wonderment, innocence, purity, their sense of discovery and free will. The only way that they can do that is by literally going away and what they're doing now. They have to get sick of their shit to come back and enjoy the simple simplicities of connection with you. Meanwhile, you are doing the exact same thing as what they're doing, but you're doing it in a different way. You're doing it in an introverted way. It's like you're counseling self. This person is seeking it. Does that make sense? You're learning about yourself by moving through the stages of self-discovery. Learning what you need through your self-discovery. This person is seeking outside of them to show them what they need. And that's the difference. So it's funny. You guys are actually very equal. And this is what's the most confusing about it all. Within your spiritual development, you are very equal. You just deal with things in a different way that complement one another. But you don't see the complement yet. You will. You will. The differences will become one once the journey of self-evolution is complete. And that will never be complete in this life. Like the totality of self-evolution, but the evolution that this person is going through right now within itself, it will come back and it will complement you. I want to say 8. Over these 4 weeks, You're going to see improvements within yourself and within the connection. Once the 8 weeks complete, you're going to see how you guys have come back together and how your differences have helped to grow each other. And that's the karma. It's a shared karma. It's not an individual karma. This person hasn't done anything on purpose to hurt, harm, upset you, and same vice versa. You're both just wanting to grow in the best possible way. It's just there's certain challenges here. Just know that this connection is protected. There might be a little bit of a distance between you two right now, but that's going to close itself very shortly once you both have individual understandings of self. Yeah. So, yeah, this reading went a bit different to what I expected the karmic reading to be. So what does pile number 2 need to know moving forward? We have the rebirth of self, the rebirth of the connection, and we have healing. Whatever's been happening in this connection is going to come back together to heal. You know what I'm saying? We have divine numbers everywhere. 66, 44. We have another 44. We have 55. We have 11, 11, 22, 10, 10. Yeah, it's all synchronicities. This is big life lessons for you both, and that is all it is. Pile number 2. Big life lessons. You guys will come back together and see and resolve what has happened here. But right now you both just need the time to get to know the new versions of self that you're wanting to step into, and getting to know how you can be your best versions of self for each other. So those are the messages I have for you today, pile number 2. Thank you so much for stopping by. That was a little bit confusing for me, making my way through the energy, because things were so mirroring of each other, but I hope it makes sense to you. With all that being said, I hope this has found you well, and until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to be doing a karma reading here today. So the other 2 readings didn't really go the way I expected to. But we're just going to go with the flow of the energy and see what happens, yeah? So guides, guardians, and universe, connect into your guys' energy. Pile number 3. There's been a justice situation going on here. You're about to get justice. Okay. Few scenarios. This is coming through the masculine energy. If you've been to court with someone or needing to go to court with someone, I see that you guys will be successful in what it is that you set out to do. This person did you wrong. And they did. I'm not going to say more about that, because I know. I know. They have done you wrong. You are right in what you are doing. If you are in a court proceeding or a legal situation, they are in the wrong. Okay, that's the person that's on your mind. For others of you who have been going through a situation of learning how to bring balance into a connection without bias, because there's been like certain inklings that have separated you both, just know that this person is trying to learn from you. They're not trying to do wrong by you. They're trying to learn from you. You know what I'm saying? And learn from the situation that has taken place between you both. Now, I feel like you're going to find yourself successful in this connection, or like, let's see. I don't understand what that means. Sorry, guys. What's going on with pile number 3? The viewer, please. What position are they in? King of Cups. So you're in a position of being really supportive, really emotionally mature. You're very wise, pile number 3, especially in this connection. You're very supportive in your stance, you know. And I also want to say that you guys are being seen as someone who, they don't want to get on the wrong side of you, you know what I'm saying? Because you bring a lot of discipline around practicality. You're very grounded within the reality of things, responsibilities, duties. You're very good at showing up how you need to and how you say you will, you know? Whereas this person is more... more focused on learning what it means to be a partner. So they're not aware of themselves, part number 3. They're not. They're more aware of their role and they're learning how to fit themselves into the role before learning how to be themselves as the role. Does that make sense? Like, this person shapes who they say they are to fit what they think they're supposed to be without really being who they are. Does that make sense? Like, I think it will to you because you've seen it. You're very intuitive. And I think that's why I'm a little confused. Like, I'm not gonna lie, pile number 3, this person is kind of like, they come across sneaky, but they're not intending on being sneaky. It's just the way that they are. They think they need to be a role or a certain way in a position that they hold or within a stance that they stand. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay, so then that's right. This person is coming to new perceptions though, pal. Number 3, that you need to become aware of is what I just heard. You need to know that this person is learning the truth of things, learning how to be more truthful, learning how to be more transparent, learning how to be more vulnerable with their thoughts, with their feelings. Their perceptions have changed with Mercury being in Virgo as well. So they're learning how to speak the minor details of things that they once didn't see as important. That is actually really, really important for you to know, because it's going to help you to understand who this person is. And why things are sitting the way that they are in the dynamic right now. It's like you guys keep moving apart, coming closer together, moving apart, coming closer together. But it's like every single time you come closer together, the further apart you move for a little bit of time, and then you come back together again, and it's like more intense for a shorter amount of time, sort of thing. 6 of Wands with Venus and Gemini. This person wants more communication from you, and that's how you're going to get success in this connection. Perhaps you have been a little bit closed off to making communication to this person, but the thing that's going to bridge the gap between you two is vulnerability. Speaking about attraction, speaking about goodness, speaking goodness into being in this connection. You see what I'm saying? Like, there is some form of mediation that needs to be taking place, and the distance that have been created between you two, with the 4 of Cups being here, quite literally, you guys are just needing to meditate on yourselves and what it is that you want in the long run, because the feelings are real between you two, with the Magician card being here and the Moon in Pisces, but there is a lot of illusions around what it is that you think you feel without actually accepting what you feel when you are together. With the distance between you two, you guys are giving yourselves the space to imagine what's happening in the space, which is quite literally creating the contrast of what's being reflected in the connection from what I see here. With the 5 of Wands, yeah, there's been, that's what the conflict is. The imaginary things that are taking place in the distance. With the Hermit card being here, you're both very, very much committed to each other, but you're very still free within who it is that you are. Like, you're not stuck. And this is a different sort of connection than what you felt in the past, pile number 3. I would say you've not felt a connection like this before, you know. So I want to take a look into something a little bit different to what I had done in the past 2 piles. What does the person on pile number 3's mind want to say to them about who it is that they are? They're not showing their true feelings, and they're hiding their true personality, which makes sense as to why they keep trying to become the role rather than being themselves in the role, you know. So yeah, this person doesn't like the distance that you guys are sharing, and this person isn't being honest about how the distance between you actually has mirrored reasons for them to self-reflect and become better within themselves. Like, they see the things that separate you two, but it's nothing too serious that can't be outgrown, if that makes sense, pile number 3. What does this person want to say to you? This person wants to say that they're also healing from heartbreak. They have gone through toxic situations in their past, and this is probably also why they keep a distance with you at a certain degree, because they know that they have toxicity in the world around them, either within themselves or in family connections, exes, stuff like that, you know, or toxic situations going on there in life that they want to protect you from, that they're not telling you about. And I think that's why communication might bridge the gap between you two, because there are things that this person needs to tell you, but they don't want to just pile it on you. You know what I'm saying, pile them through, which is why they don't blah, 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 it all out of their mouth at you. Because they don't want to do that. They respect you too much, and they see you as someone who has such a huge heart and who is very disciplined in their ways right now, especially within their material success, and they don't want to do anything to sabotage what you've got going on, and they feel like they would. With the King of Wands being here, they've got very high ambitions, and they know that you do too. They know that you are someone who is very goal focused, someone who is very independent, individualistic, someone who has probably had to depend on themselves a lot in their life, so they want to do the same for themselves. With the Eight of Pentacles being here, they're walking away from things that are no longer going to be a positive benefit for them or for you. Moving forward, like they're removing obstacles in the background, and that's something that you don't know about that they want you to know. So what is the karma for the person that's on the minor pile number 3? This could be good karma, this could be bad karma, it just depends. We have Temperance, we have the 7 of Swords, okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles. They're going to have to be patient with toxic people outside of them. This is like a third party, like a baby daddy, baby mama. This person is very much learning to build logical sense. From rose-colored glasses. Okay, I see. This person, alright. This person has had a lot of toxic people around them, a lot of fake people. A lot of people that pretend to care, that don't care, and this could be family. Like people who are supposed to care, people who are supposed to love you. They know that these people don't, and if anything, this person that's on your mind is their pillar. That's the only reason why the people that claim to care about them are around them. Is because that the person that's on your mind is like their rock of the family, or their rock, their go-to, their person. This person has a lot of people depending on them, and if anything, it's a lot of parasites. A lot of people who are vampires. And you've kind of helped them recognize this. When you came into their life, you helped them to recognize what was a true connection compared to what was not. You've shown them real love, pile number 3. And I'm getting really, really emotional right now. Like, it's hurting their confidence to see how many people don't actually care. And I'm hurting. I'm getting upset, and I don't want to cry. And it's not normal for me to get like that. So this person literally hides themselves away when they're hurting. Because this isn't karma. This is life. They've always been in karma. That's what the Justice card was that I think I saw at the beginning. If you didn't resonate with the opening message, this person is karma. This person came in as an answer. This person was manifested. So I would say this person is reincarnated, and they've come to sort out a lot of inherited problems. With the number 11 and 33 being here, with Temperance and the 7 of Swords. There's going to have to be a lot of strategy towards building balance, patience, moderation in their connections and in their people. This person is on high demand, pile number 3. High demand. And in a way, it's affected this connection poorly. But in a way, it's helping this person to grow, to know what is most important of all. And if you can connect with this person connects to people through communication. If they communicate to you, you are closer to them than anybody else in the world, because they don't talk about themselves. Not to the world, to people closest to them who give a crap, maybe. But not in ways that they probably should. I would say this person is carrying a lot of hurt, burden, pressure, pain. They need help. But it's important for you to know that you are not their counselor, and that's what they remind themselves. Pile number 3, you are not their therapist. You are not their counselor. You are not their dumping person. You're their dumping ground, because they know what that's like. They are that person for the world that they're in, and they don't want to do that to you. So instead, they keep their distance. or they close off. And to you, they come across as cold, but they're not. They're protecting you from themselves in the world that they are in. Oh my God. So yeah, meeting and conversating. The advice for you moving forward is to meet and conversate with them. Savor the moment and treat the moment as precious with them, and you will start to see them to open up to you. They have never really known what it means to be valued, part number 3. They've never really known what it means to be valued, to be seen as precious, to be treated as, I don't know, valuable, worthy, lovable. If anything, they've just been the person, a martyr, the person who answers to the trouble, the call of responsibility. They are that person. Oy, and that is their karma, you know. So yeah, I don't think this person has done anything wrong to you. They're just going through a lot with the Ace of Pentacles being here. They're working on money, they're working on foundation, they're working on solid security. This person has been working on moving away from all that has been too demanding of them. We have so many ones here. They're doing it by themselves. Everything they're doing it by themselves. So if you identify this person to be spiritual, they're doing it by themselves. The pain that you know we go through, they're doing it by themselves. Their work, their knowledge, their wisdom does not come from advisors outside of them. They don't listen. I mean, they might take it in out of respect, but they don't adopt that. Everything that they say, that they teach, that they recreate, that they display, they have developed on their own. Now, if this is like a leader of the family, they have no one to talk to. They have no one to go to. They have no one to break down to. They don't even cry. They don't cry. And if they do, it's alone, like in bed or in their shower. And they don't tell people. That is their karma. We have the death card here, but they're ready to put a stop to it. They know they have to because it's killing them. Like emotionally, it's horrible. Oh, horrible. Queen of Wands here, matched with the death card. So this person knows what they need to do to get themselves out of all of this. All of it, they know what they need to do. They just haven't, but they're going to in the very near future. So I'd say if you were to go towards them and just talk to them openly, you know, tell them how much you care for them, tell them how much you love them, tell them how much you value this connection, or you even tell them how you value what sort of person you are with them, they will open up to you. They will. And they will tell you things that you might find pretty unbelievable, pretty upsetting. Secrets that they're holding. And you might, this is a warning. When they come to you, pile number 3, it's going to be hard for you not to do something about it. Please don't. It's going to be hard for you not to do something about it. Because you will feel a crusader arise within you when this person shares with you what they have been going through. But you will find yourselves coming back into a perfect balance with the 2 wands, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands coming out here. There's things you don't know that this person is suffering with, and you will find out. You will find out, and when you do, it's going to create a complete catalyst or a shift within this person, and it's going to make them feel more empowered to stand up for themselves and to stand up for what they believe in. But it's important that you don't do anything outside of this conversation, because if you do, this person will shut down and stop telling you things until they've fixed it. Because once again, they're very independent. They need to do this for themselves. Because they've done so much by themselves, they need to do this for themselves. Put an end to all the toxicity that's going on behind the scenes that they are not displaying, talking about, that they are suffering with alone. Quite literally. And once that happens, they will be much happier. They'll be much happier. Feeling like someone's there in their court, pile number 3, is going to change everything. Everything for them. So that's the reason why they've been quiet. Yeah? Why they've been distant. But just know justice is going to take place. Things are going to come back into a balance. This person hasn't been doing things behind your back that you don't know about that is disrespectful to you or to the connection. Okay, so what does pile number 3 need to know before I end this reading? As I looked down, I saw 1818. That might have a numerology meaning that you guys will interpret personally, and have deeper messages that I can't make available to you today because there's too many. There's too many of you. And it will resonate with you differently. You know what I mean? So we have the 2 of Wands. So yeah, for now, what your advice moving forward is to plan for a better future between you both. Is to release your worries, to release your fears, and to start to strategize towards moving towards this person, to communicate with them, to open up to them, and to just strategize towards creating a safer space. Now, for some of you, if this is not something you feel drawn to do, don't worry. It's not your responsibility. This person will find other places to fix their issues with, or people to open up to and things like that. But once again, you're not the counselor. Then they don't want to dump all of their issues on you. And if you decide to move away, that's okay. But I don't think it will be for good. I think you guys would end up ultimately coming back together because we have the Knight of Cups here, which is saying that you want to make offerings of emotions to this person. You want to be lighthearted. You want to be flirtatious. And I think that is the best thing that you can do moving forward. With Jupiter and Capricorn here, there's going to be a lot of good luck coming out of duties and responsibilities that are fulfilled. So the best thing that you can do is be yourself in this connection and follow the needs of what your emotions are telling you. Because it's going to give you deeper insight into what this person might need to feel safe, to open up right now. And it's nothing personal towards you. Once again, pile number 3, I can't stress that enough. It's more to do with themselves and struggles and things that they have faced on their own that they've never had support with, ever had support with. And the best way you could probably offer this person a support is by ripping away the illusions that they have to do things by themselves, that they have to do it alone, that they have to suffer alone, that they have to feel these things and ponder these illusions alone when they don't. With the 2 of Wands being here, yeah, once again, this person is going to come back to you, open up to you, make plans with you, and you guys are going to find yourself moving forward towards justice. The best possible outcome for you both. Things are coming back into a re-leveling. No one's done wrong by each other. It's more just like you guys have been both very much stuck in the intellect, in the mind, when this relationship needs more emotion, more understanding of what is unknown between you both. And that's going to be coming forward. So I see you learning more about each other. 6. I see balance coming back into harmony. I see foundations being laid that are much more stable. I see endings coming to situations that no longer need to be. Yeah. 38, 37, 59, 5. Okay. So you're going to see change come to be first to this person. Like when you start to talk to this person and open up about emotional things with this person, you're going to see a change to them when they start to go, oh. And then they start to open up to you and you start to see their energy, their persona, the light in their eyes start to lift a bit more. You will restore hope in this person. You have a big part to play in this person's life and they want you to know how truly important you are to them. You've been their encourager in times when they didn't think that they could carry on. Oh, I'm getting emotional. With the 3 of Cups here. You've always been someone to remind them of the joy in their life. You've always given them reasons to celebrate and you've always shown them why they should be celebrating themselves. They're very humble people. And it's not even humility. Pile number 3. So this person's been beat down so much, so much. And I see you as being someone who is of bright light to them. You're like a candle in an abyss. Even though you're small, you outshine the darkness for this person. So yeah, this person loves you very much, pile number 3. They look up to you almost. They respect you so much. They care about you so much, and they're very, 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 very thankful. You are like an earth angel to this person, whereas this person is like an earth angel to whatever is happening in this person's life within a full group of people, or a full family, or like a full job, career. This person could even have, like, I don't know, like me, a social presence, where they do things like read tarot and all that, but they don't have support behind the scenes, you know. That's very sad. This person loves you very much. That's what you need to know, and that's the reading. There wasn't really karma, not really, but it's more like insight into the karmic cycle. They're not at the completion of the cycle, so the karma's not coming through. Do you see what I mean? And that's almost like they've always lived a life of karma. It was inherited karma. They were born into karma, like an ancestral curse that they've broken, but they're like trying to help people move outside of repeating what they know of that curse. And it's painful for them, and it's outstretched. But this person is also at the same time quite the other extreme. Like, they have to be to survive this. They have to be. And I know it sounds dramatic, but this is a lifelong thing. It's not like I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 years. This is like 5 years plus, 10 years plus. So those are the messages that I had for you today. I hope this has come a positive service and has made sense. Thank you so much for stopping by. Wishing you guys the best of luck and support. With all that being said, until next time, part number 3.